So the first quarter of 2022 is going to be huge for OnePlus because the company is going to launch its flagships of next year in this quarter only. In fact, the OnePlus 10 series is expected to launch as soon as in the first week of January next year. But apart from the high-end OnePlus 10 series, the company will also launch some budget and mid-range phones, and one of those phones is the OnePlus NORD CE. As the name shows, this is the successor to the OnePlus NORD CE of this year. Now today we got the official renders of this phone that shows the design from every angle. These renders were shared by 91 Mobiles. Now just to clarify this naming scheme, the OnePlus NORD CE of last year was like a cheaper version of the OnePlus NORD of 2020. So it had a similar design but a less powerful processor, only one camera for selfies instead of two, and 3 cameras on the back instead of 4. There were some upgrades too, such as a bigger battery and a 64 megapixel camera compared to 48 megapixels. So just like that phone, the OnePlus NORD CE is going to be a cheaper version of this year's OnePlus NORD 2. Starting with the design first, there does not seem to be a massive design upgrade over the NORD 2 or the NORD CE. The only change is in the design of the camera module on the back. Apart from that, everything else seems to be the same as the OnePlus NORD CE. So there is a power button on the right side and volume rockers on the left. The phone does not have an alert slider, something that was the case with the NORD CE of this year. Now one good thing is that the headphone jack is still present on the NORD CE. There are stereo speakers and an in-display fingerprint scanner. And well, that's all about the design. 91 Mobiles also shared the specifications of this phone, so there is a 6.4-inch 90Hz AMOLED on the front and a MediaTek Dimensity 900 SoC. The battery size is 4500 mAh, which is the same as for the NORD CE, but this time the phone supports 65-watt fast charging compared to 30-watt fast charging of the NORD CE. In terms of the cameras, we are looking at a triple camera setup on the back where there is a primary 64 megapixel sensor by OmniVision, a secondary 8 megapixel ultra-wide camera, and a third 2 megapixel camera. For selfies, there is a 16 megapixel camera on the front. So the camera setup seems to be the same as for the NORD CE. The phone will launch with ColorOS 12 running out of the box, which is based on Android 12. And finally, speaking of the expected price of this phone, the OnePlus NORD CE is expected to launch in the first quarter of 2022 in India and Europe. In the Indian market, the price will be between 24,000 to 28,000 rupees, or in other words, it will be more expensive than the NORD CE, but less expensive than the NORD 2. So yeah, that's all about the OnePlus NORD CE. What are your opinions on this phone? Do let me know via the comment section below, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.